Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. How's everybody doing tonight? Haven't seen you guys. I think the last stream that I did was yesterday morning when the Yankees acquired Tyone. I know we didn't have a Twitch stream last night. Apologize for that. A lot of craziness going on, but we're back. And the Yankees traded Ottavino to the Boston Red Sox. Like, what? I woke up this morning and saw the news. I was so confused. I checked our Unhinged group chat, as I do every morning, and Ottavino to the Red Sox for a player to be named later or cash or something like that. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to necessarily feel about the deal. Only because I thought Ottavino could have been like an X factor for the bullpen next season. And now obviously that's not the case. I hope the Yankees do go out and sign like another bullpen arm with the money that they lost from Ottavino. Because I don't know what else they could spend the money on. I'm hoping that a lot of that money doesn't go to Brett Gardner re-signing, even though I do think that that's on the Yankees' mind. If they could go out there and use the money from Ottavino on a guy like Trevor Rosenthal or a Shane Green, I'd be ecstatic. But shout out to everyone in the chat tonight. Evan, Bright, George, Nick, Jake, Tyler, Julio. We got the whole crew tonight. Let's go, boys. But yeah, Ottavino. I think his time in New York was decent. 2019, he had an awesome year, and then he kind of folded in the playoffs. And then last year, we all know what happened. He was absolutely atrocious. I definitely think the contract wasn't worth it looking back. But listen, if the Yankees could get a solid reliever out of this now, and they could sign a Trevor Rosenthal, I love Trevor Rosenthal, we know this, I think it would be an awesome deal. But right now, if they just trade away Ottavino and they plan on working like Nick Nelson and Brooks Kriske, I think it's an awful idea. I had a bottle of water. I don't know what I did with it. I swear, for those of you who don't watch the streams often, I literally have the memory of a goldfish. Like every 5 seconds, I'm either losing something or I lose track of thought. Whatever. Let's look at some comments. I didn't like Ottavino in 2020 because he's 34 years old and that one day against the Blue Jays ruined his 2020 season. Yeah. I think Ottavino is one of those guys where he relies so heavily on like momentum, and if he has one clunker and he can't bounce back from it, that's game over. Like, I don't know. Listen, I hope the dude the best. I hope he sucks when we play him against the Red Sox, but he always seemed like a genuine guy. I don't hate him. But I don't know. I just hope the Yankees can improve at this point. I hate to say this, but I got more of a feeling that Gardy's coming back to the Yankees with some sort of this money they got from the auto trade. Still rather have Rosenthal for the bullpen work. Yes. If the Yankees do sign Brett Gardner and not Trevor Rosenthal or another reliever, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I'm gonna be livid. Like I know right now I'm kind of like calm, probably because I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. But I'll be pissed if that happens. Let's see. Hey Patrick, could the Ottavino trade be to free up another 11 million, setting up the Yankees to go after starting pitcher Kyle Hendricks? The Yankees had about 9 million to spend. I don't know. Listen, I thought the Kyle Hendricks thing kind of went out the window once they traded for Tyone. But listen, now with the little salary dump here, I definitely think it's possible. You can never have too much starting pitching. We know that, especially when you got guys like Kluber and Tyone who haven't pitched in 2 seasons. You're not going to be expecting their workload to be too crazy in their first season back, right? So if they want to acquire a guy like Hendricks, they definitely have the money to do so now, and they definitely have the prospects to do it as well. So I wouldn't put it past them at this point. Yankees should go after Devin Williams or Trevor Rosenthal. I don't know if Devin Williams is going to be available, and if he is, he's going to cost a lot that I don't think the Yankees are going to want to give up. So I think Trevor Rosenthal would be the most likely option right now. Yeah, Tyone is happy to reunite with Cole. Did you guys see the post? Was it on Instagram? It was on someone's story. Let me check. Maybe Tyone's Instagram story? Or Cole's. Was it Cole's? It was on somebody's Instagram story. I have no idea. Let's see. Didn't they have Trevor Rosenthal at some point in 2019? That's a really good question. Let me check. Like, it sounds familiar, but I believe so. Maybe. Hold on. Yes, they did. They signed him to a minor league contract in 2019. Yo, shout out to you for remembering that, Bright. Damn, I totally forgot that ever happened. Yeah, shout out to you for that one. Tommy La Stella, please. I would love Tommy La Stella. I think you only get Tommy La Stella, though, if you make a deal and it involves Tyler Wade. Because I think La Stella would be the perfect replacement for Wade, without a doubt. Getting another reliever, Anthony, I sure hope so. At this point. I don't know if it's been thought about much, but Amir Garrett is only making 1.5 mil. I don't think it is being thought about much because the Yankees don't necessarily need another left-handed arm in the bullpen. They already got Chapman. They got Britton. Now, obviously, Garrett would be nice, but I think they could use one more righty to pair up with Green. Especially now that they lost Ottavino. Yo, you are 8 funny young kid. We need one more setup pick. Okay, Johnny? What does that mean? Yo, you are 8 funny young kid. We need one more setup pick. Okay, Johnny. I don't know. I feel like Tyone should be used as a spot starter and a relief pitcher. I like Yankee King. No. He's going to be used as a starting pitcher. Can the Yankees still get Walker? Yeah, sure. They still can get Walker. Derek said Adam Ottavino kicked my dog and called me stupid. Listen, Derek, if he did that, I don't think I like him anymore. Maybe I hate Adam Ottavino as a person now. Kicking Derek's dog and shit. Like, bro, what? Unnecessary. What do I think about the auto trade? I'm a fan of it depending on what happens next. Like I said, if the Yankees just settle for the bullpen they have right now, I'm not a fan of it because I think Ottavino isn't going to have any worse of a year next year. And I think he's better than a guy like Brooks Kriske and maybe even Nick Nelson. It depends how he performs next year. But I don't know. It really just depends on who the Yankees acquire after this because I'm still assuming they're not done. How would you feel if the Yankees would think about Sean Doolittle because now the Nationals got Brad Hand? I wouldn't like Sean Doolittle if I'm being honest. No offense to Sean Doolittle, I just don't want him. Yankees did have Trevor Rosenthal in 2019, but it was only for the rest of 2019. The Yankees had him from August 7th to the end of the year on a minor league deal. Yes, that's right. It was very brief. Was he even in the major leagues with the Yankees? I don't think so. I'll check though. No. It looks like he only pitched for Washington and Detroit in 2019, and he had a rough ass year. 22 games, 13 ERA. Jesus. Moving on. Herman for the bullpen. Derek, I think we talked about this on the podcast today. I think Herman is the odd man out one, like right now when looking at the rotation. So listen, I could definitely see him being a solid bullpen arm. I don't think the Yankees are going to be relying on him too heavily, even though Cashman kind of said a couple months ago that Domingo Herman is a number 2 at his worst. So I don't know if that was just like all smoke and mirrors or he actually believes that. So if Cashman actually believes that, then we're not going to be seeing Domingo in the bullpen. But I think he would be a solid fit in there. They're going to get Kella. I don't hate that. I wouldn't hate that. Kella had a good year last year, no? But then someone was telling me he has like injury history or whatever. He had a 4 or 5 year. Oh, he only pitched 2 innings last year. He had a good 2019. He's been pretty solid over his career. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hate him. I still would like Trevor Rosenthal better. I feel like they salary dump Gary Sanchez as well and trade for Orioles Chance Sisco. LA Yankee King, what? Chance Sisco to replace Gary Sanchez? What? Hey Patrick, how can I find your podcast? Julio, you could head over to YouTube and type in Unhinged Yankees. The channel should come up, and we release the podcast on there. Like, I think we do like 2 to 3 recorded podcasts a week. I usually go live like just about every night unless I got something going on. But yeah, on the YouTube we release all the podcasts. I honestly don't trust Chapman anymore. He's out of his prime, and remember all the blown saves and homers in the 2020 season. Yeah. I mean, listen, Bright. That's definitely fair. I haven't given up on Chapman yet, but I definitely think as he's getting older, he's not the same Chapman he used to be, I guess, right? I mean, the splitter's kind of working out for him. That's a good pitch. But yeah, I think that weakens the bullpen even further. The fact that Chapman's not that dominant left-handed closer that we once had. So listen, the Yankees need bullpen help. There's no denying that. He's a cheap option for catcher and a left-handed batter, and we would save money to spend on number 2 starting pitcher. Like who? Kyle Hendricks? Is Gary Sanchez even making that much money? What are your thoughts on the Otto trade, predicted moves after it specifically? Just tuned in. Yes, Wayner, I kind of touched on this before, but I'll do it again. Gut reaction to the trade, kind of confused. Not gonna lie. I saw the news, and I thought there was a possibility Ottavino would get traded, but then also when I totally see, this is what I'm talking about. I literally have the attention span of a goldfish. I'm talking and then I just totally lose my train of thought. Auto trade. Yes. So originally I was kind of confused because I'm like, why are they trading him to the Red Sox? But I assumed he was going to get traded some point this offseason. But I think there's definitely going to be a move to follow it, whether if it's Trevor Rosenthal or Shane Green. I think Shane Green might be a viable option too that nobody's really talking about. Former Yankee. The organization's pretty familiar with him. So I think it just depends on money and who demands the least, I guess. And don't forget that he smiles awkwardly every time he gives up a walk-off home run in the playoffs. And lastly, he doesn't even throw 100 miles per hour as often anymore. It's fair. The Chapman criticism is definitely fair. I'm not knocking anybody who's pissed off at Chapman for the past few years. But listen, I still think he's a solid relief pitcher. I think it would be dishonest to say that Chapman doesn't still have it. Obviously, he has his clunkers, but he's still a top 10 relief pitcher in Major League Baseball, I would say. Don't even get me started on the weirdness of Gary Sanchez. He has been a streaky player since 2017. Yeah, for sure. No denying that. Gary Sanchez made $6.3 million. Gary Sanchez is going to be on the Yankees again next season, LA Yankee. As much as a lot of people don't want to admit it, he's going to be back with the Yankees next year, for sure. I traded Herman and MLB The Show. For who? Who'd you get in return for Herman? I would have Zach Britton be the closer. That's fair. I've said I think that Zach Britton and Chapman could alternate the closer role. I don't think you need a set closer. I think Britton would be an awesome closer, as we've seen in Baltimore. But yeah, it all depends on what the Yankees want to do as far as that goes. I still think Chapman's their guy. He shouldn't have made $6.3 million in 2020 or the money that he made in 2018. I traded him for Edwards, the top shortstop prospect from Tampa Bay. I don't know who that is. Xavier Edwards, maybe? Is that his name? If Xavier Edwards is his name, someone give me the trivia trophy from this week already. Xavier Edwards. Wow, I'm a legend. I mean, the fact that I knew that. Xavier Edwards. But round of applause to me. W's in the chat. Yeah, that's him. Bro, I try my best. Do you guys remember when I used to play MLB The Show on stream a lot? I haven't really played in a while, but maybe we'll get back into that. I am going to be going live on Twitch for a little bit tonight after we wrap things up here. I don't know what I'm going to be playing. Maybe Warzone, maybe GTA. I haven't been in the MLB The Show mood lately. Just saying. What a thick W. Bro, I try my best. And yeah, I'm probably not going to be live on here for too long tonight either. I don't know if you guys could tell, but my voice is so hoarse. Like, I have no voice, and all I want is some water, and I can't find my water bottle. Like, what do I do? Pain. I'm living in Spain with a silent S. I don't know if I can make it to the Twitch stream tonight. That's cool, CJ. That's cool. Make it when you want, right? I'll always be there. But CJ, as long as you were in the Twitch stream the other night, the legendary stream, it's all that matters, right? It's all that matters. Brett Gardner might come back. I know, Logan. Unfortunately, I don't want him back, but it looks like that's the route we're going down at this point. I'm sorry, but I don't think that they trade Ottavino that weakens the bullpen. Yeah, I mean, I said the same thing. That's why my thoughts on the Adam Ottavino deal will kind of come to fruition once we realize what the Yankees are doing next. If they're just going to go with Nick Nelson and Brooks Kriske in the bullpen instead of Ottavino, I'm not a fan of the deal. But then if they do go out and sign like a Trevor Rosenthal or a Shane Green with that money, I'm a huge fan of the deal. So it just depends on what their next move is going to be. I think Trevor Rosenthal's the reliever that we signed. Yeah, I agree. Yo, what's up, Futai? How we doing tonight, my man? If there were fans in the 2020 season, do you think there would even be talk about bringing Gardner back? I feel like the Yankees are only interested in him so he could retire as a Yankee and play his last game in front of the fans. You might be right. You might be white. I said white. You might be Wyatt. You might be Wyatt. Okay. You might be right, Wyatt. Yeah. I don't know if he would even be in talks of coming back if there was fans in the crowd last season. Probably. The Yankees love him. Brett Gardner seemingly doesn't want to retire anytime soon. So, I don't know. If I were to get Tommy La Stella from the Oakland A's, Tyler Wade and Gary Sanchez need to go. Isn't Tommy La Stella a free agent? I don't think you would have to give up anything for him. Yeah. I don't know. It was a stupid idea that we traded out of Ottavino if this signed Gardner. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the purpose of the Ottavino deal was to free up money to sign Brett Gardner, I'm going to be sick to my stomach. Visibly sick to my stomach. Just saying. I'm sick of Gardner. Please get rid of him once for all. Michael, I'm with you. Michael, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike, my man. I swear to God, if they trade Otto and get Gardner, I'll scream and tear my eyes out of their sockets. Though Cashman isn't that stupid to go into the season with Green, Britton, Chap as only relief pitchers. I'd hope not. I'd really hope not at this point. One second. Don't mind me. Just had to shoot a text. Maybe we sign Taijuan Walker. I don't know. I think the Yankees are kind of done with starting pitchers at this point. I don't know. Maybe they could surprise us. It wouldn't be the first time they surprise us this offseason, right? If Gardner comes back, I think Brian should get a tattoo of him waving the bandanas. We might need to make that happen. I would actually pay for it. But it would have to be on his chest. Right in the middle of his chest. I think we could go and get yes, Colomé. I always forget about Colomé. I've been forgetting about him all offseason. Yes, he's another option for the bullpen too. Because when I'm thinking of like the free agent relievers, the only ones that I really think of off the top of my head are Shane Green and Trevor Rosenthal. But yeah, Colomé is also a solid option. He had a great year last year. Maybe they put a starter in the bullpen and be a reliever. Yeah, sure. I mean, we just talked about that with Domingo Germán. He seems like a guy who would be a good fit in the bullpen for sure. And I'm confused here. Aren't supposed to carry 8 relievers in the bullpen, yet the Yankees only have 3 relievers. Well, let's not forget they got Loizaga, Nelson, Krisky, King. So that's 4 more right there. So they got options, just not very good ones at the moment. So the Yankees are done getting starters, I guess, right there, looking to sign a reliever now. Yeah, I don't know about Roberto Osuna, but Trevor Rosenthal, we know I'm a fan of. The Troy Tulowitzki deal from 2019 was such a bust. Yeah, I really hope. Listen, on the podcast I did today with Derek, he kind of brought that up as to how hopefully the Corey Kluber deal isn't like the Troy Tulowitzki one, right? It's like getting one of those veteran guys, hoping they still have something left in the tank after being injured for a couple years. I think Kluber isn't the same as Tulo, but I hope it doesn't work out like that. Blockbuster trade, Yankees trade Cole and Voit to Rays. Yankees get Glasnow and a Rosarena. Ace gamer, I'm going to be honest, bro. I got a better chance of jumping out my window and growing wings and flying right now than the Yankees trading Cole and Voit to the Rays and getting Glasnow and a Rosarena in return. It's just, damn. LA Yankee, hit that dude up. Teach him about trade rumors. I actually want Abreu to come up and be a both full-time relief pitcher. Nasty stuff. Yeah, no, Abreu's nasty, for sure. I think he might make a mark in the major leagues this year. It all depends on how the minors work out, honestly. Maybe they should change Chapman's role. That's kind of a tongue twister. Maybe they should change Chapman's role. Change Chapman, whatever. Yeah, we talked about this. I think that they could do well alternating Britton and Chapman in the closer role. It's weird to think that our strongest asset became our weakest link in just 2 to 3 years. Yes, the Yankees bullpen was insane in 17 and 18. I agree. It's crazy to see how far it's fell off the face of the earth. The Yankees are projected to have the most wins in 2021 according to MLB somehow. I'll be shocked. I'll be surprised. I don't know if I'd be shocked. I'd be surprised. How about Darren O'Day? I don't want Darren O'Day. I don't know. He would be very cheap, but I don't know if I'm a huge fan of Darren O'Day at this point in his career. Tulo was a top 3 shortstop when he was in his prime. Yes, but when the Yankees got him, he was far from his prime. Very far from his prime. Jacoby Ellsbury too. Yeah. That's another guy they acquired. Huge injury history, and they still went for it anyway. Another guy, Stanton. Stanton's another guy they acquired knowing his injury history. Why couldn't we just trade for Luis Castillo or Kyle Hendricks? Because those packages would have costed the Yankees a lot more than Jameson Taillon. They practically gave up nothing for him. 4 prospects that weren't going to be a part of the future anyway. I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but the Reds manager already denied the trade rumors. No, I know. I'm aware. Yeah. Luis Castillo's not happening. I would bet money on that. Why don't you go get Corey Guerin? Wasn't he on the Yankees last year already? Or the year before? Corey Guerin. The name sounds familiar. Yeah. He was on the Yankees in 2019. Why would we want Corey Guerin? That's such a random name. What about getting rid of Chapman to try and trade for Hendricks? I mean, then your bullpen's absolutely done. Like, if you get rid of Chapman and get another starting pitcher, I mean, then we're talking a bullpen with just Britton and Green. That's rough. Yes, he is solid, but not the best. Can we throw at Jose Altuve like Mike Vyers to Stanton? Listen, I don't condone violence, but I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it. Just saying. Have you seen Taillon's new arm path? It helps put less stress on the arm. Yeah, he like short arms it, right? He's like... They could trade for Jordan Hicks. I don't know if he's available. Just like someone mentioned before, Devin Williams. Short, great reliever. I'm just not sure if they're available. And if they are available, the package is going to be astronomical. Astronomical. Astro World. Astronomical. I'm scared about Bauer. Dodgers are interested in. Mets are really in. He said he wants New York, and it scares me. Angels are the other team in. I feel aggressive enough. Listen, even if the Mets do get him, like, that's not really our problem. Like, my hat goes off to the Mets. They've had a great offseason so far. If they could top it off with Bauer, shout out to them. Yeah, Joe Kelly almost did it with Carlos Correa. He almost did. Almost. I can't wait until fans go to games next year and rip the Astros to shreds. Can't wait. I mean, we added more pitching depth, but this trade doesn't make our rotation any better. Still, to many question marks. Yeah, no, I agree. I kind of disagree in the fact when you say it doesn't make our rotation any better. The rotation's definitely better, but there are question marks. But I would still say Tyone and Kluber are better than Tanaka and Paxton. I would still go on the record of saying that. Who has better stuff, Nelson, King, or Abreu? I would probably say Abreu, and then Nelson, and then King, for sure. Does anybody talk about those older, less known MLB players like Drew Butera, Francisco Cervelli, and Jed Lowry? Those are guys that's just like low-key like signed out of nowhere. Like no one ever hears rumors about them. It's just like, oh, wait, didn't Cervelli retire? Okay, he had like so many concussions. Didn't he just retire? That's another thing I could be wrong about, but who knows? Griffin Canning would be a good addition. Listen, that's another name. I don't know if the Yankees can get him. Alex Wood would be a perfect fit for you guys, not the Giants. I know. I really wanted Alex Wood. I wanted him for the past few years, actually. What do I do? No, what I would do. Sign LaStella, trade Chapman, and Hendricks trade, sign Kella, Green bullpen. Britt, Kella, Green. 2 greens. Loizaga, rotation. It's a good idea, CJ. I don't know if it could happen in real life, but it's a solid idea for sure. Luis Hill and Mendoza, dude, might help next year. Maybe. It's possible. Like I said, just like Abreu, depends on how the minor league season works out. I just hope the Yankees stay healthy this season, too, because this whole team is injury prone. Can we please stay healthy for a full season? Yankees couldn't even stay healthy in a 60-game season. Health is key. It's going to be the key for the Yankees, for sure. Julio. Oh, is that Julio from Twitch? Yo, Julio, when you flying us out to Miami, bro? I'm trying to come to Miami. I'm trying to have a good time in Miami, Julio. I know people might not like my idea, but Patrick, I will trade Glaber for Luis Castillo. Listen, I wouldn't do that trade, but Julio, if you're trying to do it, that's all you, my man. It's all you. Pretty bad proves how crippled this team is health-wise. Only guys that stays healthy is DJ. Yes, and thank God he's back, right? Thank God DJ's back. Know if Chapman Yankees pitchers are basically Yossi Kikuchi. I have no idea. How are the Yankees pitchers basically Yossi Kikuchi? How? Oh, it is you from Twitch? Yo, shout out you, Julio. Appreciate you, my man. I meant Shane Green and Chad Green. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Too bad we didn't get Hand or Minor. I would have liked Hand, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. He got a decent deal. I thought he was going to get multi-years, but Nationals got a break. And defense-wise, we're going to be fine. Everyone's making a big deal about our defense. I don't think everyone's making a big enough deal about the Yankees' defense. It's pretty brutal. Well, you got Gio at third. Awesome. You got Glaber at short. Hopefully he gets better. DJ at second, not a worry. Luke Voigt at first is still a little bit sketchy. And then listen, you just gotta hope no injuries. That's the key here. I have MLB 12 the show on my old PS3, and rosters look completely different than now. Right. How many years ago was that? Wow, 9 years ago. Yeah, the rosters are gonna look pretty different in 9 years. Pretty different from 9 years ago. I would have rather signed Tanaka. To each his own. Not going to bash you for it. If you like Tanaka over Tyone and Kluber, that's all you, bro. Torres' defense is terrible. It is. It's bad, but I'm assuming it's going to get better next year. Assuming. Assumptions. You know what they say about when you assume? I don't have to say it. Yeah, I do. They say you make an ass out of you and me. You know. DJ, Gio, and Torres will be great. Luke Voigt is only concerned at first base. You think Torres is going to be great at short? That's a first. That's a first I've seen in the chat. So shout out to you, Michael, for being so positive. Possibly Jake Arrieta or Odorizzi. Nah. I don't see it. Especially Arrieta. I don't know what team's going to want him. DJ was by far our best signing this season. Yeah. If the Yankees didn't re-sign DJ, I probably would have just cried myself to sleep for like 2 months straight. What other moves do you think they will do after the Ottavino trade? Give me Taijuan Walker. Or Trevor Rosenthal. Taijuan Walker or Trevor Rosenthal, come on down to the Bronx. I want you guys here. Should the Yankees go out and get Lo Stella as a utility guy to fill in for Urshela and Torres? I would love Tommy Lo Stella, yeah. I think he'd be an awesome left-handed bat, for sure. Did I answer that question already? I don't even remember. Freddie Freeman is a free agent next year. What do you think about coming to you guys, especially left-handed bat? I would love Freddie Freeman. You would have to trade Luke Voit, but if Luke Voit has another good season, you could probably get a lot for him. You could probably get a lot for Luke Voit at this stage. Yo, what's going on, Jens? How we doing tonight, my man? I can't wait to have some water. I mean, my voice is killing me. Like killing me. Enough is enough with Didi. Yeah, the Didi rumors need to stop. Like, everyone's saying Didi come back to the Bronx. Everyone chill. Like, what are we doing? Can Yankee fans move on now with Didi? It's getting annoying. No, they literally don't stop. They literally do not stop. If we get another starter, I think it's Castillo or Hendricks via trade. Possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but sure, there's a slim chance. Even though Giles is injured. Yeah, I don't know about Giles. A little bit of a head case. Yes, Nick, enough with Didi/Gardner. Enough with those two. I mean, what are we talking about now? Bringing back like Ronald Torreyes because we like him as a guy too? No. What are your placements in the AL East? Do you think the Blue Jays will be scarier than we think? I don't think the Blue Jays are done. So it's possible the Blue Jays can end up being scarier than we think. But I'll put Yankees first, Blue Jays second, Rays third, Red Sox fourth, Orioles fifth. But the Blue Jays Rays can go in any order. It depends on how they work out. Yankee fans need to stop living in the past with Didi. If that's the case, bring back Jeter at shortstop then. I agree, bro. I really do agree. It's like these Yankee fans think Didi's an icon. He's not that good. He was decent with his time with the Yankees, but it's definitely up. I think our rotation is good now. Lineup is fine, though, lacking lefties. I think our BP needs help. Sign 2 of Keller, Rosenthal. Yeah, I agree. Tell Peter I said hi. He was cool last time. I'll definitely tell him you said hi, Julio. Peter's the best bodyguard. Especially like when people are in the chat saying they're outside my window and shit. I'm like, yo, Peter, check out the window. He's my bodyguard. Peter's a good kid. Did you hear about MLB The Show might come out on the Switch? I don't have a Switch, so that news doesn't really mean much to me. But if you have a Switch, you want to play MLB The Show, shout out to you. Isn't there supposed to, like, why have we heard nothing about the new MLB The Show game? Isn't there usually news about it by now? MLB The Show 21. Oh, it was rated for PS4 and PS5. What is that? Like, but why haven't we gotten, like, a trailer or anything? It's definitely not coming out in March as usual. Definitely not. No, I don't think we're getting Puig or Ozuna either. Like, those definitely, no. I don't know where these rumors come from. I genuinely have no idea. I don't see anybody talking about the Yankees taking down. I don't see anyone taking down the Yankees in the AL. Zero afraid of the White Sox. White Sox are a little bit scary. A little bit. Not that scary. Oh, it's coming out next month. We haven't heard anything because of COVID? What? What does COVID has to do with them not releasing a game? Have any other games like not released because of COVID? You think moving Herman to bullpen would be better than having him as a 4th or 5th starter? It depends. It really does depend. Yankees just need another solid arm for bullpen. That just might be it now. I agree. I agree. But yeah, chat. I think that's gonna wrap things up for us tonight. I don't know if you guys could tell, but my voice is completely gone. I will be going live on Twitch in a little bit. I'm probably gonna eat dinner, get some water, heal up my voice. Where is it? Where is it? We're gonna be going live on Twitch. Here we go. Twitch.tv/Unhinged New York. Appreciate all you guys for sticking in tonight. I'll probably be live on there. Honestly, give me like 20 minutes. And then I'll be live on there. You guys should get a notification. Not sure what I want to play yet. So, yeah. Appreciate you all. I'll be live again tomorrow night if you guys don't feel like joining us on Twitch. And, yeah. Have a good night, everyone.